We begin tonight with major breaking news out of Providence, where embattled Police Chief Dean Esserman has resigned from the force.
WPRI.com was first to break the story about 90 minutes ago. The resignation comes just weeks after the chief admitted breaking up an underage drinking party at his own house.
It's just the latest in a series of controversies involving Esserman in the last few years.
In February, Colonel Esserman was suspended for 1 day by Public Safety Commissioner Stephen Perry for a verbal altercation with an officer.
Under Esserman's watch, the department was also rocked by the Operation Deception drug scandal, which came to light in 2010. 3 officers would eventually plead guilty to taking part in a cocaine trafficking operation.
And in 2009, the police officers union voted no confidence in Colonel Esserman, accusing him of publicly berating officers and using internal affairs as discipline.
We have in-depth coverage tonight. Target 12 investigator Tim White is standing by with more on Esserman's recent troubles.
But we begin tonight with Eyewitness News reporter Catherine Sotnick, who spoke to the soon-to-be former chief just minutes ago.
And Colonel Dean Esserman says that underage drinking party at his house has become way too much of a distraction, and that is why he is resigning. Again, he says that underage drinking party at his house has become a distraction to him, the police department, to his family, and he says that he is resigning completely on his own behalf. We spoke to him just moments ago. Here's what he had to say from his own words.
I love this police department. I've come to love this city. And I also love my family. So for more than 8 years, it has been a privilege to serve as the police chief of this city. But this has become a distraction. Distraction in my home, distraction for me, distraction in this police department. So I've been thinking about this, and I've made a decision. It's my decision. The decision is that it's time for me to resign from this police department. I didn't know about the message, and you all know that. But I'm a father who loves my children. Anything about my children is going to stay in my family, and how we deal with family matters is going to stay private. I'm not going to parent in public. I'm going to parent only in private.
But Chief, you tell us you're quitting over a graduation party during which you did nothing illegal, and in fact, by all your account, seem to have done the right thing.
I didn't do anything illegal. I'm clear about that. But I've got to take responsibility for what happened in my home, and it has become a distraction. It has become a distraction in this police department. It has become a distraction in this city. It has become a distraction for me.
And Commissioner Stephen Perry also telling us that his resignation does come as somewhat of a surprise. We'll hear more from what he has to say coming up tonight live at 6 o'clock. Reporting live with breaking news from Providence, I'm Catherine Sotnick, Eyewitness News.
Well, Eyewitness News has been keeping a close eye on Chief Esserman's situation for months now.
And just last week, the chief himself told us he had no intentions of stepping down.
Our in-depth coverage continues now with Target 12 investigator Tim White.
It was just 2 months ago Commissioner Stephen Perry announced Colonel Dean Esserman would remain the chief of police after a top-to-bottom review of the police department. Since then, an underage drinking scandal at the colonel's home and the city's budget is coming crashing down on the police force. Just days after Colonel Dean Esserman was caught up in a scandal with news of underage drinking at his East Side home, Esserman sat down for a one-on-one to tell his side of the story, and it was our first question. Are you resigning or are you stepping down?
No. I'm serving the mayor and the commissioner till they tell me otherwise.
1 week after the interview, Colonel Esserman is calling it quits. In a statement this afternoon, Mayor Angel DeVeris says, "I sincerely thank Colonel Esserman for all that he has contributed to the city of Providence through his work as the chief of police." The colonel came into leadership at a time when public confidence in the Providence Police Department was low, but through a philosophy of community-based policing, he rebuilt the public trust and significantly improved policing practice in the capital city. Esserman's tenure may be known for community policing, but also lately of controversy. The Providence Police Union voted no confidence in the colonel, and new Public Safety Commissioner Stephen Perry suspended the colonel for 1 day following a verbal altercation with a subordinate. Despite the speed bumps, Esserman told us he and the commissioner were getting along. How was your relationship with him?
Relationship is good. I work for a person whose judgment I trust and who I believe in, both the mayor and the commissioner.
The mayor says for now, Commissioner Stephen Perry and the police command staff will run the department until a replacement is found. Live with the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.